It's a Wednesday. It's 7:30ish, and you're here with the dasourcewall Phantom Specialist. We read comics too. Ninja Man, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Josh, and the Outlaw Red Hood is away on a secret mission in Barbados. He said he brings back snacks. The holiday. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Issue 34. So yes.
Hi.
Sorry, that was a really long intro. So I do apologize. How's everybody today?
Good. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, not too bad. Just a lot of craziness going on at the moment.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Mm-hmm. And I heard it.
Yeah, my TV's gone, so gotta get a new TV.
These are dark times, people.
Dark times. You know what? I don't even actually watch that much TV, but the problem is Spider-Man is coming out soon, and I really want to play that game.
Exactly. See what I mean? It's very important.
Yeah, and my missus is playing what was it called again? Last of Us. So yeah. This is why we have TVs at the moment.
Yeah, this is just for gaming. Nothing else. But yes. But can I give a quick shout out to my brother? He's 23 today. And nervous as Andy. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
I'm so happy. Okay.
Is he watching? He better be watching right now.
He better be watching. Hope he is. Comment if you're watching.
Birthday, he ain't watching.
No, he ain't. He's eating cake.
Doing whatever he's doing.
If you're watching, we love you, man. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But yes, okay, let's get into it. What we got first? What's going on first?
We'll quickly go through. I'll quickly go through a quick review for a couple of things I've read this week. Like I said, I've been quite busy this week, so I haven't really had that much time to read a lot. But I did actually read Extermination, the next big X-Men event, apparently, which was pretty good, pretty juicy. It just starts off with a mystery character. Obviously, it's X-Men, so they're in the future. It's post-apocalyptic. Everyone's dead. And yeah, it just starts off with basically this is with Extermination. From what I understand, it I'm not sure if you guys know, but it's got the younger X-Men team. So the young Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast, and Iceman, and Angel. So I think at the end of this, my assumption is that they're all going to be either dead or merged into the old school X-Men.
I think it's going to be the second.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Definitely the second.
They'll translate that into the films, or is that way off?
I'm not too sure, but I did have I'm just going on a little tangent here, but I did have a thought about something which they could do, and it involves Legion. So yeah, if Legion could kind of do a bit of a world manipulation and bring them all together, and then kind of merge. Anyway, yeah. So that's
we'll
my
back
fault.
onto that.
We'll get back onto that. So yeah, basically, I kind of want to do a proper review of this. So I'll just do a quick thing. Basically, like I said, if someone comes, someone's in the future. They see the apocalyptic world. Then they have to come back and try and stop it. And now during present time, you've got the old school, the new kids, the old younger kids.
Bless you.
The old younger kids.
Yeah.
Bless you. So, and basically Cyclops is, the young Cyclops is having dinner with a young Storm. But this Storm isn't old school Storm. This is from an alternative universe. She's actually called Bloodstorm. So she's actually like a vampire mixed Storm.
I'm so proud.
A vampire?
Yeah,
No.
apparently.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
No, I've switched off now.
No.
She was pulled from one of the alternate universes.
Mhm.
I wasn't really reading X-Men Blue, so I'm not
Okay.
entirely clued up on how she came to be in this 616. But she's there anyway. She's not there for long. Spoilers, anybody. Basically, she's not there for long. Yeah. So she dies, and
Damn
then
it.
basically they take Cyclops back to the mansion because he calls for help. It's actually not the Reavers. It's geez, what are they called again? What were they called? It was geez, I can't remember her name.
If this isn't happy on every Wednesday, I'd be worried.
I know.
So
I know. It's the how. Gee. Okay.
Tip of the tongue.
It is really on the tip of the tongue. So Rachel's, you know Rachel Gray, Rachel Summers, who got pulled from the future, very very long time ago. She was with another group who were hunting mutants. And they were just hunting them and killing them. So she was part of them as well, and she's got like the scars on her face. I really can't remember what they're called. I've got Reavers in my head, but it's definitely not the
Firefly. But yeah.
Yeah.
Give them a new name.
Yes. The radicalers. There we call. That's what we call them. The radicals.
So basically, what's happened is. Cyclops saw who they were, and he's trying to talk to Rachel Gray to tell him where he can find the guy who killed it, the guy in the other group who killed Bloodstorm. So suddenly they figure out that they're kind of after the young X-Men, so they call Bobby Drake, who's out. On the way back, Bobby Drake is actually attacked as well, and if we figure out that it's actually Cable that's kind of going to attack, not exactly attacking him, but he's actually trying to protect him. It's one of those scenes where it's kind of a mixed thing where someone's actually trying to protect you, but you think that they're attacking you. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Then suddenly old school Jean Grey, because she's back from the dead now, if you haven't heard.
Would be. Yeah.
Of course you.
Yeah, she's trying to find Bobby, and then suddenly she figures out that Cable is there as well. But then suddenly, someone else who's after the young X-Men is there, and they kind of kill Cable as well. So Cable's pretty much dead.
Okay, until next issue, guys.
Until next issue. But the thing is, you find out who the actual killer is, and it is a young Cable. So, yeah.
It sounds like some Young and the Restless shit.
In there?
It is. It's kind of. Do you know what? It does kind of remind me of old school X-Men with all the confusion, the people from the future and the past coming together. Like I said, I wasn't really interested in the younger X-Men, so that's why I kind of kept off X-Men Blue. But I think this is kind of pulling me in because I know they'll probably not exist after this. So yeah, it was a good read though, really good read.
Okay, I was about to ask you. I was like, is it a good read? Because
definitely,
cool.
Definitely a good read. The other one I read was the other X-Men book, which was Astonishing X-Men Annual 1. And in fact, I won't do a review on this, but all I can say is, remember last week we were talking about how X-Men Xavier is a dick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's a proper dick in this, and he's proper. Like, yeah, he's a big C, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cunt. That's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Rich is really, really nice. I'm not. There we go.
Yeah, definitely try and read Astonishing X-Men if you can. It kind of pulls back from the old school old school teams as well. So it's a really nice read as well. So yeah.
Oh, yay! Okay. We've got next.
Josh wanted to go through Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, fam.
Power Rangers.
I ain't read it for a while. So the last one I reviewed was 27 or something like that. Last time on Power Rangers. I can't even remember what actually happened last time. Oh wait, I think I was saying Lord Dracon was like attacking the Rangers in Corinth or whatever.
Yeah, and, you said bare people died.
Basically,
you met somebody.
Yeah, bare people died, or they seemingly died. I don't know, but we haven't seen them since. But basically, what happens in the next 3 issues, which the issue that comes out next week is the final issue in this story. So basically, the Rangers team up. They put out like a signal that goes across all the dimensions or whatever, or time and space and whatever, telling all the Rangers that have survived to come and meet them. And there's this one sick panel where they go outside the command center and you just see all these beams of light coming down, like all the Rangers teleport. I was like, oh shit! And then so they do like they're gonna go and attack Lord Dracon on the moon, and Zordon, who obviously everyone knows, and Kruger, who nobody knows because no one watched Power Rangers SPD, even though he's a bad man. He's basically a dog, and he's a ninja fan.
Okay. What, an actual dog or just like a dog?
A man dog.
Okay.
A man dog.
Cool.
Yeah, a man dog. But anyway, he's sick. He's their ninja. He's a Shadow Ranger fan. Anyway, they go to Rita because they're like, there's no way we can beat Lord Dracon in it, and since he made the original Green Ranger powers, he should be able to stop him in it. So she's like, whatever, like what can you give me that I would help you in it? And they're like, all of existence is gonna, cease to exist. And she's like, yeah, so what? And they're like, you exist, so you won't exist. And then she's just like, whatever, until Zordon says, like, it will be you that saves everyone in it. And she's like, oh really? Oh, okay. So she makes one of them green candles just like in the original series, and there's this big battle with bare Rangers and Megazords on the moon. And if anyone remembers Serpent Terror, that was Lord Zed's giant dragon thing that always came in and ran out of power in like season 2 or 3, some shit. He's got like a beefed out version of that. It just like shoots some laser beam down and fucking blows up 3 Zords. Then it comes down, bites the Megazord. I'm like, oh shit. What the fuck? Yeah, so then what happens? So Zordon, Rita and Kruger confront Dracon or whatever. They have a little beefy McBeef, but Rita's just like, whatever man, I made your powers, I can take them away or whatever. Then Finster 5, that's like Finster and Alpha 5 from another dimension, like electrocutes the shit out of them. And then this is the deep bit. I'm doing bare spoilers, but I'm doing it because no one.
I gathered. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So basically, like this Finster 5 is like Lord Dracon's best friend, innit? Like he's been like his side man the whole time. And then he's telling him, don't do that because you'll lose. Like you'll risk losing your. It would kill you basically if you use too much of this power or whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool, friend. Then he just snaps his neck. Like, he just kills him straight. Oh, and he killed Skull in the. I'm dropping these things like the story's relevant, but basically, he's just killing everyone. He's just killing everyone, fam. And basically, it's just been sick. It's just been sick.
Good.
Let's just say that.
Okay.
Like, go and read it. The next issue is Shattered Grid #1. I think it ties it up. And they did announce what they're doing next with the story at Power Morphicon, but I purposely didn't read that news because I didn't want any potential spoilers.
Okay. Well, we do have some spoilers from that con. I can't remember. That's the second time I've heard about that con. I didn't know that they did that.
Every 2 years.
Right. Yeah, we do have some news on that, which we'll get into a bit later. But yeah,
we'll tell you when to mute.
yeah. Actually, it's not really that much of a spoiler in that sense, but
No, it's not.
So
Really.
yeah. Okay. So should we do the pool list for this week?
Yes, the pool list. Sorry.
Was there anything you guys wanted to mention on the pool list yourselves? Or is there anything that you specifically recommend?
Not specifically. I'm still so behind. Like literally, I caught up on Power Rangers, but I still haven't finished catching up with the Flash or Superman or Justice League. I'm just like,
yeah. I'm like, I know I'm waiting just for another East of West, because I know that obviously since they're doing the TV show, they might be putting that on hiatus. So I'm just like,
oh right, really?
Yeah. And then I'm just like, I'm just waiting for the mother load of all payments so that I can get the mother load of all comics, because I have a lot of indie comics to get. So yes, don't worry, people. The reviews are coming. Just sit tight. But yeah, go for the pool list. Really good for the pool list. Yes.
All right. So number one on the pool list, Hunt for Wolverine. Basically, this one is one of I think there's 4 books. This one's particularly called Mystery Madripoor. And you've got basically the female, a few female members of the X-Men going on a hunt, trying to find out where they've spotted some links of where Wolverine could be, so they're trying to find out the clues. You've got Storm, Psylocke, Jubilee, Rogue, and Domino. She kind of knows Madripoor, that's why she was kind of brought on as well.
I was about to say, what's she doing in there?
Yeah. But this is the final issue. It's actually been a pretty good story, so I'll definitely recommend that. But being the last one, obviously there's going to be some surprising changes, which was kind of, you kind of saw on the new Uncanny X-Men cover.
Okay.
If you don't know what it is, I won't say. But all the I can't say. But all it is that I don't know. People might like it. People might not like it. But one of the X-Men is changed forever. Past and present clash in a final battle on an island of secrets and sins. What darkness lies with Sapphire stinks? Can a ghost from the past save Psylocke from oblivion? I think this year, with the Uncanny X-Men coming back, I think Psylocke's going to be pretty big. Big character in this one,
which is good, because like she hasn't really, not that she hasn't had her own kind of forefront, but it's been a while since,
it has been.
She's taken the lead, so that's
good. She used to be one of my favorite characters. I remember back in the days watching the X-Men animated series and and just wishing that she was constantly on it. And they did that quite a lot. They had like a few episodes, like you got one episode of Colossus, one episode of Psylocke, and you're like, and Nightcrawler, but you're like, these are the characters you want to watch, substitute Jubilee, she was never doing anything. And that's probably about it, actually. You can't really substitute anyone else from the animated. But definitely would have wanted Psylocke, Colossus, and Nightcrawler in that team. But anyway, back to the pool list.
Back to the pool list.
Number 2, Black Panther issue 3. Again, this one, Black Panther's in space, so.
Yes.
Space. So the intergalactic empire of Wakanda continues. The rebels make their move on the verge of liberating the Nameless. T'Challa, M'Baku, and Nakia hunt for mysterious artifacts that promises to turn the tide. What is the M'Kran shard, and will T'Challa find its acquisition worth the cost? So again, referencing the 90s cartoon. I think that M'Kran shard has got something to do with the M'Kran crystal, and If you guys are familiar with the old school cartoon, you should know what the Mcron crystal was.
It was shiny. It was hollow.
It was shiny.
Had
It's
mystical powers.
Probably the best parts of the series as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
So the next one will be Cold Spots, issue 1. This one's from Cullen Bunn and Mark Torres. It's a mini-series premiere. Psychological terror, the undead, and the supernatural bitter cold come together in the spine-tingling new series from Cullen Bunn and Mark Torres. 10 years ago, Dan Kerr turned his back on his wife and unborn daughter. Now both mother and child have gone missing, and Dan must face cosmic terrors to find them again. He soon finds that ghosts stir when his estranged daughter is near, and as the dead grow restless, the cold deepens.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll put this on the list because this one is Cullen Bunn, and it's a number 1. It's a number 1 of 5 as well, so it is a mini.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes and where that leads to. The other one is Flash, issue 53.
This is for you, Outlaw. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I put it on there. Actually, you're gone, but you're not forgotten, mate. It's a slippery slope for the Scarlet Speedster when he must team up with the frosty Commander Cold to stop the powered-up Trickster from trashing Central City. The Trickster's first target is a maximum security prison, Iron Heights, which could mean a criminal breakout the world would never survive. Not sure why, but I do assume that this Commander Cold, every time I see that name, it reminds me of Legends of Tomorrow, and they've got the alternate universe Cold in there, Mr. Freeze in there. Is it Mr. Freeze or what's his name, Josh? It's not Mr.
Captain Cold.
Yeah, Captain Cold. Yeah,
Captain Cold.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll put that on the list because I think Outlaw would love that comic.
Yeah, go read the comic.
Yeah. X-Men Gold, issue 34. Storm must battle the mysterious figure from her past, but with the true nature of Stormcaster revealed, can Storm trust her powers anymore? So this one's actually been pretty good. The last issue I read was basically Storm's adoptive mother recently got killed. So Storm's got the bad news. Recently got the bad news, and she's basically headed back home to find out what's happening. Because obviously, if you do or don't know, Storm, she pretty much was worshipped by her people because she can command the weather. So a lot of people.
She has 2 kingdoms, by the way, just so everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so she's going back to find out what's happened, and there's a new religion in town, so she's finding out what's
not
happening.
Religion. Oh no.
Yeah, so she's going back to find out what's happening, and so obviously something seems dodgy.
Go ahead. Sorry. No, I was gonna say, like, I really wanted there hasn't been a Morlock thing for a long time.
Yeah.
I was like, I really wanted someone to write a story with, like, her bringing the Morlocks out or doing some more Morlock stuff.
They all died, actually. I think there was I think they all died a good few years ago as well, I think.
Okay, you've been bringing everybody else back. You can't bring the Morlocks back? Come on now.
Yeah, exactly. It's comics. Nobody dies forever.
No one really dies. Like, come on. Okay, go on. Sorry. Go to the pool list.
More Morlock.
More Morlocks.
The last one is Terrifics issue 7. Welcome to Millennium City in part 1 of Dr. Tom Strong and the Terrifics. To cure themselves of the dark energy bond that's gripped them, the Terrifics use the dark multiverse antenna to track down the one man who can help them, Tom Strong. In Millennium City, the Terrifics follow Strong's signal only to find his lab destroyed and his loyal AI aide Newman shattered, and the weirdness doesn't end when the mystical tree transports the team across the universe. Sounds good. I haven't kept up with the Terrifics, unfortunately. But now Tom Strong is going to be in there. I think I'll catch up with him and see what I'll go on.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get that. I went to pick up like the back issues last week, but I didn't have them. So
right.
I think I had issue 1 and 2, and I needed to get 3, 4, and 5, and they had 6. So
okay.
I
hate when
didn't
they
get
do
it
that.
just because I didn't have the other one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to order it online.
Yeah, back orders. Okay, so going on to the comic news, there's actually quite a bit of comic news.
FYI, people, this is going to be a comic podcast today.
Pretty much, there's a lot of comic news going on.
Yeah.
So,
love it.
The first one is Fox has pulled Buffy license from Dark Horse. So for a while, Joss Whedon's Buffy the Vampire Slayer, people have known that it's going to end. I don't read it myself, but people know that it's going to end. It's on season 12. I think what they do is they kind of carry on from the TV series onto the comics. But yeah, it's going to end in September's issue 4. It's what Whedon was saying to CBR. So I think basically what's happened is Fox is taking the license back from Dark Horse, obviously because of the Disney acquisition.
Yes.
So that could be, I'm assuming that's the reason why. But as we said, I think it was last week or the week before, that they are in talks of doing a new Buffy series.
Yeah, we don't want that. We want a continuation. Continuation.
I want a continuation. It seems pretty over to me.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
well, I'm just like new people now. Like, if I have to see Alison Hannigan in the TV show again, I'm gonna be done. I can't.
Yeah.
Her face is. I don't know where it is. Maybe because she looks so old now or whatever. But even when it was in How I Met Your Mother, I was like, you look too old to be here, even though you guys are like 30 something. Even though she's in her 40s. And then the last straw was when she took over for Jonathan Ross on Penn and Teller's thingamajig, Fool Us. And I was like, no showmanship. No showmanship.
Yeah, no reboots. No reboots, please. Just, yes.
Clearly, going to Marvel. Buffy, Marvel comic. Clearly what's going to happen.
Yeah, more than likely. But this isn't the first time it's being taken back or taken off. It actually used to be with IDW as well. Their comics was based on the Angel series.
I didn't read much of that.
Yeah, me neither. And Boom Studios has Firefly comics.
Firefly's the shit, though.
I've not actually watched that, to be fair.
You can bust that. No, I'm joking. No, but you need to watch it. You'll actually really like it. Have you watched the film? So, will you watch the film?
I haven't. Oh.
You haven't watched the film?
No.
That's your many homeworks to do.
Yeah, for real.
The film's not called Firefly, though.
It's called Serenity.
Yeah. But you can see how Joss Whedon was able to pull off multiple characters in one space. And still everybody gets there because he started that off with all the Buffys and all the you know what I mean, and Serenity and stuff like that. So you see how he was able to perfect it. So when it came to doing Avengers and all them, he was like, I'm ready. He's ready. You know, this is easy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
Must watch. Is really good.
Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, as we were saying about the reboot, I think personally it depends how they end the comic series. Obviously, if she dies and then a new character comes and they kind of explain it away in that way, then maybe.
Yeah.
But,
then I can. Yeah, but no.
But
I don't want to read.
if they are, it can't just be like another character. Because if they're redoing Buffy the Vampire Slayer, then Buffy the Vampire Slayer has to be in it.
Yeah, yeah,
It's not going to be like passing on the torch or da.
Yeah.
Only way it works is if they do some fucking going back in time balls or whatever, like Star Trek. Even though it worked in Star Trek because that was one of the first times like it happened or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is an alternate thing, and we've got alternate Spock and new Spock, and but now everyone's done that. It's played out.
Yeah.
Just kill her off and start again, or let her have a happy ending.
Well, at least the alternate Spock was, or Kirk was, same color as well. So
yeah.
it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be so.
Like it comes out and like, oh, I was born from the sun. I'm lucky.
No, just pass the torch. Like, I don't know. Like, she fought with Buffy at the last leg. And I don't know, she calls her axe Buffy or whatever, but then just call the series The Slayer. That's
something like that. Something like that.
Yeah, or whatever the vampires are like. You could literally have like a whole thing that's literally the Vampire Slayer. Like,
there you go.
Remember what's her face? That was in Faith.
Yes.
That was in Buffy.
Yes.
So he
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He did say, sorry, we made sure that the journey wasn't continuing. We wanted to give Dark Horse era some closure. I heard about all of this after the fact. It's like Disney taking Star Wars over to Marvel. All of a sudden, we realize this is happening. So I'm writing this from a position that will leave everybody in a position where you feel some closure. So it seems like hello. It seems like they are gonna close it off. So
okay,
let's hope they close it off good.
Yeah. Bye, Buffy. Bye, Cat.
Hello, Riri Williams.
Ooh.
So, Riri Williams is now going to have her own comic, the new Ironheart.
Ooh.
Marvel has got a poet and playwright, Eve Ewing, and artist Kevin Libranda has a creative team on the new Ironheart. Obviously, the Eve Ewing, she's very new to comics as well. And yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not too sure because she hasn't written anything. She's from Chicago, the same place where Riri's supposed to be, and she's actually got the same hairstyle as well. So
okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think. Yeah, go on.
I don't think it seems like they've hired her because of her credentials, in a sense. I don't know. I think it seems. I don't know. I don't want to say anything bad because I don't know anything about her, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, like you said, she's a poet and a playwright, so I'm hoping her level of storytelling is able to then translate into something, obviously, and I know it's not animated, but like picture animated kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but
She's also from Chicago as well, so maybe she can implement a bit of her
what she's known,
experience, through that, and kind of see where she can take. Because I do like the character as well. I really do. Like Riri.
Yeah. And it'd be good to flush her out as well. Like, and if you're gonna take her in a different direction, like script wise, then maybe having someone who isn't so focused on comics like that can actually push the character to another level, kind of thing. So,
exactly.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because the animation looks great. I mean, the illustration looks great. So I'm fan.
There's a couple of illustrations. The cover I'm not really too fond of either. The cover does look a bit weird in a sense. When you actually really look at it, it does look a bit iffy, but I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how
we're very perfectionist based here.
I'm not feeling that cover at all.
You're not feeling it at all?
Yeah,
not at all.
It does look
It looks like it could be like the first panel or something.
Yeah.
Not the cover.
Yeah.
And that neck, boy, she just looks bare stretched out.
Yeah, the neck looks long, isn't it? She does have a new suit as well.
Literally, if you look at it, funny, yeah, it looks a bit like a chicken.
Yeah.
Like big round thing, and then little legs sticking out, and then wings.
Yeah, she does.
No shade, but we tell you the truth here at the Source Wall.
The face looks alright.
The face.
Umbrella.
The face looks alright, but it's just it just looks like a weird perspective kind of thing. It looks like her legs are coming out of her body, like literally her torso.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Maybe we do the cover, people. But anyway, yeah. She's getting her first comic. We'll be keeping a close eye on this one.
Definitely. So what else is new? Ironheart issue 1 is going on sale in November.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, if you want to pick that up. Next thing is Dead Man Logan.
Ooh, that just sounds good.
Yeah,
that just fucking sounds great. Like,
I'm looking forward to this.
I need to kind of back catalogue on all of the Logan, but carry on. What is that?
So this Old Man Logan series is coming to an end. Dead Man Logan. Yeah.
Again.
Dead Man Logan is a 12-issue series. And basically, the writer Ed Bryson and artist Mike Henderson. Basically, they're going to take Logan back to the timeline where he can get his revenge on Mysterio. So, if you guys don't know, Old Man Logan is from an alternate universe where Mysterio tricked him into thinking that the villains took over the X-Mansion. So he went berserk and pretty much killed everyone, but actually didn't realize that they weren't villains. They were actually the X-Men students from the X-Mansion. So he went into a depression, never opened his claws again, raised a family. Villains took over the world. Hulk pretty much took over everything. Couldn't mate with anyone, so mated with his cousin. They had
as you do,
as they do. They had redneck inbred babies, and his kids killed Logan.
Redneck or green neck?
Yeah, green neck.
Bit of both.
Yeah. So they killed his family, and he's pissed off. He was pissed off. Obviously, after Secret Wars, he came into the 616 universe, and with obviously the original Logan from 616 apparently was dead. He's coming back now. So now that he's coming back, Old Man Logan has got to go somehow. So this will be his last journey, and it sounds good.
Okay.
It does sound good. So Ed Bryson said, we've got a lot of big battles and some crazy stuff in store. With a title like Dead Man Logan, it's probably no surprise where we're going. This one's all about the journey. So I really do hope, though, that this Old Man Logan does meet the original Logan. We have a little chit-chat, see where that goes.
Yeah, have a little sit-down. When I was young, what you mean like now? You know what I mean? Come on now, come on, put some comedy in there, but not too much comedy because we need to see him die. So
that's it. So this one again is on sale in November, so you can grab that 12 issues. But staying on Logan, as I said, Logan's coming back. The old school Wolverine's coming back, and Marvel's revealed a new costume for him. What do you guys think of the costume? It's a bit. It won't. I'm sure it won't be his proper costume for the ongoing feel. They'll change it again, but for now,
they need to. You know what you're looking at, and you're like, where are you going with it?
He looks like a chef.
Yeah.
Basically, he just looks like a He looks like a chef.
I don't know yet. I'm literally loading it up now.
Yeah, it looks weird.
It does. It just looks like what are you trying to make him say? Like,
Yeah.
it's Logan. Like, just stick to. I just don't get it. Like, you can get rid of the masks and the thing. Maybe just give him like, he's at that stage now where you just give him a jacket. Give him a good reinforced jacket and some good leather jeans. That's it.
Yeah, old man Logan was I liked his kind of style, kind of like the old man jeans and jacket with a bit of fur on the collar. But
the jacket.
Yeah.
This one.
What do you think, Josh?
It seems a bit. It seems a bit naff. I see what you're saying about the chef.
Yeah.
It looks like he took Mr. Terrific's jacket and cut the sleeves off.
It does look a bit weird.
Yeah, I think as well for a character like Logan, like old school characters, just
I give
you
it
don't need to hype
issues.
That's too much. You need to give it one, and then we need to change. Like, he needs to be in a fire or something. It's just like gone. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
No, with these old school characters, you can simplify their look and just keep it timeless.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
There you go.
Some people's costume, like Ruby's costume, is very easy. Other than doing like the tan and yellow or the blue and yellow or whatever, or a black version, it's always been like, anytime it's that costume, it's just that's his costume, innit? It's quite timeless. Like, you don't have to change it that much.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Other than some of the other X-Men ones, like moving their pouches around or some shit, Wolverine still had the same fucking costume the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Doesn't need any re-up or re-ingenuity. Just keep him simple. You know what I mean?
Like, you already made him an old man. You already gave him fire claws. You already you don't need to do so much.
I will say this though. It is Charles Soule, and Charles Soule is I do like his artwork.
Yeah.
I don't like the costume. I really don't like the costume, but I trust Charles Soule to kind of
explain himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully explaining himself in a good way, and we'll see where this goes.
Keeping a close eye on this one as well.
Yeah.
Next.
I know you guys remember Spider-Man and his amazing friends, right?
Yay!
So they're getting reunited in Iceman issue 3.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I think I might get that one.
Yeah.
Just to see that story, because it's been 20 years or something like that.
That's a long time.
Yeah,
that's a long time. Okay. Ooh.
So yeah, they're reuniting Iceman, Spider-Man, and Firestar.
Ooh.
Back together. So this should be very interesting.
This would be very good.
It's their anniversary actually.
Okay.
Trying to see how many years it's been. I can't see. But yeah, it's their anniversary together. So see what they can do with that. The art's by Nathan Stockman, and it'll be written by Sina Grace.
Okay.
Again,
go get that SourceWall, people.
Yeah.
Let us know.
Again, this would be in November. So
November is just a month right now.
Yeah, all the new solicitations have come out now, so we're getting a whole heap of comic news.
Yay.
This one wasn't in the solicitations. This one was just a tweet from Sean Murphy, great guy who wrote Batman White Knight. Guys might remember myself and Outlaw Red was talking about this, and it's been a great series. It was a great series. So basically, Sean Murphy tweeted a picture of what seems to be White Knight Volume 2, hopefully.
Oh, okay.
So it seems like we're going to get another round of Batman White Knight.
Oh, and from how it ended, do you think it'll be like a good continuation, or did they end it in a way where you're like, I'm happy how it ended?
No, I think
no spoilers. I ain't finished it
yet. No spoilers, but they ended it good, and they ended it in a way where you could say you don't need to continue it because it's a good finish. But again, they ended it in a way where you'd be like, actually, this is kind of like a new chapter or a new direction we can go in, because this story isn't it isn't like a main universe story. It's obviously from a different timeline, as you say.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, definitely it can go into a different direction and be something amazing again. So
Okay.
this one I can't wait for. There's no date for this either.
Okay. We're gonna hope it's in November. So
yeah. But what he did tweet was secret project. I don't care if this book is the worst kept secret in comics. I'm going to keep showing you guys progress, and to hell with the consequences. So if you don't follow Sean Murphy, I'd say follow him, because even on the first series of White Knight, he was tweeting out great pictures as well. Really, really good pictures of what he's doing, and
gotta keep the people going.
Yep.
What we got next? Oh, keep the ball rolling.
Going on to actual news. Well, not actual news, but other news. Tom Cruise playing Green Lantern.
Okay, let's just take a minute. Just take a minute, okay?
Right.
So,
This Tom Cruise here.
Bearing in mind, it was a rumor.
It's a rumor.
It is a rumor, but
it's a rumor that needs to stay.
It has been. He has been linked to playing him. Back in 2017, he was linked. Himself, Bradley Cooper, Armie Hammer, and Jake Gyllenhaal was all kind of linked. So the rumor's back up.
Look, it's already scary.
Armie Hammer, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him.
Look, okay, I saw Mission Impossible Fallout. Yeah, great film. I told you this. I reviewed it. Yeah. What's your called? Tom Cruise, great action actor. Yeah, he's just a great action actor.
What?
However,
However,
unless you're gonna do some flashback way into the distance universe and he's old man like Lantern, then I just don't think it would work for right now.
Yeah.
Like, I know that might sound ageist. I don't fucking care. Okay. If you'd done it back in the day, maybe a couple years ago, great, would have worked. Maybe.
It still would have worked a couple years ago. He's still like 60 something or whatever.
No.
My thing is, I don't want them to all be old. You already made Batman fucking 50. I don't want fucking 50-year-olds. Give me some fucking 20 something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like they're doing the opposite of what they've done. We've done the origin story so many times.
Yeah. And now let's do the old story.
Everyone old. Yeah. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Wonder Woman, you can't make her old, so it's like irrelevant.
Yeah.
Same with Superman. Like you don't get old, but all the human ones, you get them bare old. Like, I ain't got time for that.
Yeah,
I don't want Tom Cruise. Like, I think Tom Cruise is good and all, but I don't want him as Hal Jordan, and I especially don't want him as Hal Jordan because whatever, one as well, he's bare short. Two, whatever Hal Jordan he plays, if he's going to be bare older than Jon Stewart, I want him to be equals. I don't want it to be like he's training him up or something like that. Like, because obviously the story's been it's going to be like a cop show kind of thing or whatever. So the rumors have been saying, like, if it's a buddy cop thing, I don't want it to be like, oh, yeah, I'm Jon Stewart and I'm the new Green Lantern and Like, I don't think that's going to work. Like, I think that would work better with someone like with other Green Lanterns. Or if you can do that in a Green Lantern core film or whatever. Yeah,
I mean, who is that new Green Lantern and that lady as well, the female Green Lantern?
How did I forget it? The black guy and the other girl.
Yeah.
This on the tip of the tongue.
They're Latino-ish names or something.
Latino.
Yeah.
But yeah, just get new actors. I mean, come on, like, it's just. These people have been solidified in movies for decades now. You know what I mean? Like, they really do not need to then just jump on this action comic bandwagon.
Jessica Cruz.
Just be fucking up. There we go. Right. And then be fucking up, like, the stories. Just, you know what I mean? Like, you can dip in. That's fine. If Tom Cruise wants to dip in on the lantern thing, he can dip in as another lantern-y person. But just don't be the main lantern-y people, because just get new actors, get fresh faces. Come on.
But you know Tom Cruise does not be main in it, so Tom Cruise is in it. He's going to be the sideman.
So apparently it was the fresh rumors came up because director of Mission Impossible, Christopher McQuarrie, he was being courted by Marvel, Warner Brothers, to direct a sequel to Man of Steel or a Green Lantern Corps film. So that's the reason why. And McQuarrie, he's basically worked with Cruise on other films, like 7 other films, from Valkyrie and obviously Mission Impossible. So because they work together, and it also Cruise has been linked previously. Also, someone was saying, I heard somewhere, read somewhere, he was saying that he would only do it if he doesn't die. So I don't know whether he's already spoken to them and they're saying that Hal Jordan might die in there or something. And I don't know where that's come from. So I don't know where.
Because Tom Cruise's characters never die.
Let's as well. What is this with they have to die in their own films? We know they're just going to come back with some foolishness.
Yeah, exactly.
And even if it's not come back, why are you going to have them on one film? Hal Jordan, but we'll only have him for one film. When you know people that like Hal Jordan are going to want more Hal Jordan.
There you go.
And if you're doing like a Green Lantern core film anyway, and there's going to be all these other Green Lanterns, you should be thinking about, there's the possibility of all these stories or whatever with all these characters.
Yeah.
Like, they should just have... Stop killing everyone.
Yeah, just don't kill everyone. Why does everyone have to die, man?
Okay, but this is a consensus. We're not happy about Tom Cruise being in the Green Lantern movie. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. What's next?
Okay, next. Hydro Man. Is he in Spider-Man Far From Home?
Oh God! Do you want him in?
So basically, what's happened is Tom Holland was on his Instagram, and basically was doing a Twitter feed, or a feed. Was it Instagram or Twitter? One of the two. Yeah. And he was basically talking to us, saying, "Oh, he's like Tom Cruise. He does his own stunt. He's not like the other people who don't do his own stunt." And you can blatantly see his stunt double in the background of him. And he basically gets sprayed with water and flies back. So that's started the rumor of Hydro Man, because obviously who else uses water? What kind of force like that can push you back?
Any water main that gets pulled out of the ground in New York City, or fire hydrant.
They're not actually in New York.
Water system.
They're in New York. It looks like they're in Venice, I think it was.
Okay.
And
Venice, the city of water.
Yeah.
But that makes sense, though, innit?
But also, actually, that's another rumor. I'll say it after this. But I think possibly, I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind if Hydro Man was in it. I did like that episode of Spider-Man when Hydro Man was in it, and trying to chase down Mary Jane. Actually, that was actually one of my favorite episodes.
You told me the animated series, then I'm like, oh yeah, that was a good episode. But then I'm like,
just makes me think of the Clone Saga
film.
The Clone Saga? Why? Of what, the animated?
Speak to us.
Yeah, because in the animated one, when Hydro Man comes back, and it was a clone version of him in it, and then it was a clone Mary Jane, which led to we're going to find the real Mary Jane. Which every time when I think about this,
I forgot about that episode.
And every time when I think about this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I couldn't wait for the series to start again. Start back to the beginning with the lizard episode, and then you watch the whole series through, and then you go, oh yes, finally to the end. And then it goes back to the lizard episode, and it never ends.
That lizard episode
20
was
years
sick.
later, when you've got the internet and you realise why it ended. Actually, that's a lie. When Spider-Man Unlimited came out.
Yeah. I did like that as well, actually. That was pretty good. Oh man, I love those cartoons back in the days. Speaking of, there was rumors of Samuel L. Jackson sending a picture, and he's actually in Venice as well. So there's rumors of him being in in Far From Home as well, which
Okay.
I'm looking forward to.
Okay. The
If that's
story's
true.
coming together nicely. I want Sandman back. Sorry. I really want Sandman.
But Hydro
No.
Man, do you not think Hydro Man's a better
No,
alternative
Hydro Man's good,
or different?
but I feel like they could make, if they're gonna put it in is it Homecoming? No, Far From Home, whatever.
Yeah.
I think they'll make Sandman better than he was then.
Yeah. Who cares? We haven't had Hydro Man. Let's have Hydro
We
Man.
haven't had Hydro Man.
They done Sandman. They fucked it up, even though he had the best subplot of all the villains in the film, and it should have just been Sandman by himself. But you know,
and not kill Uncle Ben. That was dumb.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, foolishness.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
So speaking of MCU and Samuel L. Jackson, Marvel is setting up Captain Marvel's MCU debut in a prelude comic. So we're going to get the comic of Captain Marvel before, obviously, we possibly see the trailer beforehand or after, just after, maybe. Don't know.
Okay. That's a good marketing tactic. So.
Yeah. Although I did get some of the prelude comics, and a lot of them are just like, I think the one after Age of Ultron or Civil War was just basically a look at Age of Ultron, but in comic form. So, yeah, I'm not sure how they're going to do this, to be fair. Obviously, if it had Captain Marvel in it, then yeah, we will actually see her and see her interactions. But the majority of the ones that I've read are just like rehashes of old stories and just a couple of extra scenes.
Yeah, well, that's what Disney are going to be doing now, and MCU are going to be bleeding us dry for all of them. Yeah.
I mean, yes. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Again, this is out in November. So.
Yay, November!
And Brendan Fraser will be joining the Doom Patrol. He will be playing. He's not exactly playing Robot Man. He will be the voice of Robot Man. And in a flashback scene, he will be Cliff Steele, the original human Robot Man. So basically, Cliff Steele was a race car driver, and he was in an accident, horrifically body mutilated and everything. His body became uninhabitable, but his brain was saved by Dr. Neil Colger, and now he lives in the robotic body of Robot Man.
Okay, Robocop. So,
pretty much. So I don't know. Brendan Fraser, what do you think?
Brendan Fraser's the one who's.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Who is he again?
And
he was in.
Yes.
California Caveman and George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle. You and me. Watch out for that tree.
He's not the guy from Firefly or Serenity. Is that him? No. He looks
I
like
don't
him.
know. I've not seen those.
Nathan Fillion.
Okay, yes. Them two kind of look similar. So, yes. Okay, cool.
Okay,
cool.
I'll give you that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to see it because it's been a while since we've seen Brendan on anything, actually.
Yeah.
I am definitely looking forward to that. Apparently, Kelsey Grammer is in talks to play Dr. Colger, if that's how you mention his name. Pronounce his name. So I heard, obviously, Cyborg will be in this as well. So, I don't know if. Hopefully, Cyborg will be probably start in Doom Patrol and then move on to Titans, because
that's what everyone's assuming.
Yeah. So hopefully that does happen.
I'm thinking of Titans, they're coming together, so it might be a case of. Obviously, there's an episode of Titans called Doom Patrol, but
Yeah.
we might not get Cyborg in that episode, but we might get Beast Boy in that episode.
Yeah.
And then I think maybe when Titans goes on hiatus, Doom Patrol starts, and then maybe somewhere near the end of that first half of it or whatever, we might get Cyborg, and then Titans will start back again, and then we might get Cyborg on Titans, maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm very much looking forward to this. So looking forward to this. It all sounds really good, man.
Yes, let's see. Let us see.
Let us pray. That is not coming out in November. Unfortunately. We don't have any dates for next year sometime. But Young Justice, Outsiders, Swamp Thing. I just can't wait for all of this, to be fair.
Yes.
I really can't
Come
wait.
on, people, come on.
Finally, I know Josh can't wait for this.
Yeah, no. Look at, he's awake. He's alive. Let it begin.
So, tell us about Power Rangers Beast Morphers. What's that?
Right, Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Even despite the shit name, it's not the worst name. They've had some worse names in the last seasons or whatever. Like Mega Force, Super Mega Force, Dino Charge wasn't a bad name. Super Dino Charge, whatever. Ninja Steel doesn't even make any sense. Whatever. Anyway, Beast Morphers, it makes sense,
should be a sweetie.
You got a Beast Morpher, you know. But this is going to be the first season that Hasbro does. So
Hasbro.
Hasbro bought them, as in Transformers and and Mask and whatever. They brought out Power Rangers, didn't it? Like a few months ago. So
is Hasbro doing Gundam as well, or no? No,
I don't think so.
Am I getting that wrong? Okay, go on, never mind. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. This is going to be their first season, so everyone's expecting a bit of a tone shift to less kiddie appeal and more like decent stories that you would get out of like Ninja Turtles or something like that. As well, we got Black Red Ranger again for the first time in 10 years.
Woo!
And as well, the Blue Ranger is Indian. It's the first Indian Ranger.
Yay!
So there you go.
So
those were the 3 that were revealed. But in the team, in the Japanese Go Busters, there's actually 6 Rangers.
Oh, okay. So you say the Japanese Go Busters, is that what they're based from?
Yeah, basically, usually what happens is a season will come out in Japan, then the following year it will come out over here, innit? But then after Disney sold Power Rangers back to Saban, there was like some seasons that got skipped. And then on top of that, Nickelodeon said that each season needs to last 2 years or whatever, or it's 2 years of 20 episodes. So they would do 20 episodes, then there'd be a break, then they'd come back with Super, whatever the name of the previous season was, to make it seem like it's 2 seasons when it's actually just 1 season of 40 episodes or whatever.
Cheeky bastards.
All it is waiting. It's just waiting.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, there was 52 episodes a season. That means you got 1 episode per week, per year. Like in Japan, it's like clockwork. It just never stops. Like a holiday off or something, or 2 weeks off, and then it's back again. You know what I'm saying? So,
so they still use the old Japanese.
So
action
what
scenes.
happened is, they skipped some seasons. So they done Go Kaija, which was the anniversary episode, which was Mega Force over here, and then they done Dino Charge. I think they skipped. I can't remember what it's called, but it was basically they trained. Or actually, no, I'm lying. Go Busters was after Go Kaija, but they skipped it, and then they went to Dino Charge, which in Japan it's called Q Ranger. And then
I love these names.
Yeah, I know, right? And then then there was the train one, then there's the animal one, then there's the space one, which looks thick. And the one that they're doing now is actually 2 teams of Rangers, and one of them are cops and one of them are robbers,
Yeah.
and they fight each other and stuff like that. Quite sick.
Nice.
And then now Hasbro have gone back like 5 years ago or whatever, and they're using the footage from Go Busters, which was so sick. When they skipped Go Busters, I was so upset because if you'll notice, they're wearing leather suits. They're not wearing the spandex suits no more.
Mm-hmm.
When they do their morphing, it's a bit more like Kamen Rider, if anyone's seen Kamen Rider. Like in Kamen Rider, they do their henshin, and they'll be like, shing, and they've got their belt on, and then all these things start flying around them and go on them. It's more like that, innit? And in Japan, their morph call was actually, it's morphin time. So they would take out their thing and it would go, it's morphin time. And then these glasses would come out of their thing and then go on their head, and then all that shit, and it looks fucking sick. And the story, in the Japanese one, in the first episode, you see the Rangers as kids and their parents will get killed. And then they're part of like an agency in it, and they're doing experiments and stuff like that. And this virus takes all their parents into an alternate dimension or some shit like that. And then they spend the rest of their childhood training up so that they can like try and save their parents or find out what happened to them or whatever.
Yeah.
Super sick. So I can't wait to see what they do in the American one. Hopefully there's loads of new footage, because in 2 weeks next week is the 25th anniversary episode. So basically everyone's been going around saying this is to make up for the shitty one we done 5 years ago. And apparently it's all American footage. So
wow.
Yeah. So basically, it's a bit of a rip-off of the comic book storyline. They didn't even name the bad guy. Like, his name is like Lord Cradon or something like that, not Lord Dracon. And I was like, could you at least say his name? Get
the name right, man.
Oh my days.
Basically, he makes a whole bunch of clone rangers or some shit. This is the story that's leaked. And then there's quite a few rangers that come back. Tommy comes back, and apparently he can morph between all of his different powers. Time Force Red, who's might be kind of like the lead or whatever, and there's some other ones that no one cares about. Oh, Rocky from, you remember Rocky, second Red Ranger.
I think I remember that.
Zero Ranger Blue. Yeah. But he was shit. But they just made him Blue Ranger. I was like, I don't want him as Red Ranger. I want Jason, fam. I don't know. Like, in the trailer that they showed, it showed the Red Ranger, and everyone knows that he was on set, so he's playing the Red Ranger. I'm just like, I wanted Jason, fam. No, Rocky. He's Zero Ranger Blue, fam. He ain't Red Ranger.
Hilarious. That sounds
the end. Anyway, that's me
juicy.
being excited about that.
Yeah.
That sounds hella juicy, boy.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
All right. So when is that released? When is that?
That's gonna come out next year.
Next year.
Probably, shooting it now.
Okay.
And this one will probably end in a few weeks or whatever. I think usually, when does Power Rangers usually start? February. Am I lying? Or is that the
Probably not.
Starts in February? Whatever.
Yeah.
But over here, it's like it's some weird schedule. Like, I don't know.
Alright.
Hopefully,
Sweet.
let it be good.
Yeah. Let's all of this be good, eh? Let all of this be good.
Let us pray.
Yeah. All right. So from today's episode, we all know that we need to save our pennies for November, because there's a hell of a lot of stuff coming out then.
Yes. And we have to make sure we save the coins for October, because
Comic-Con.
Yeah, Comic-Con time.
I expect to see you people there and to talk to us. The source will be fun and
sorry,
not
I'm
up
watching
around us. What?
I'm watching Thanos tie up Hulk.
You do?
You just bought an Infinity War.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He fucked him up, fam. He's not even using no power stones, fam.
He did.
Exactly.
A pussy.
Yeah, he is.
And on that note,
can that be the title of this week's the pussy?
all right, thanks for watching the Source Wall issue 34. If you're on the podcast, thanks for listening to us. Just like, subscribe, even drop us mentions on Twitter, Instagram. do a comment on the iTunes, on SoundCloud. Share us if you share us to
Definitely
your
that.
friends, your mothers, your fathers, your grandparents, your kids,
We're
everyone.
Listen.
family orientated
Listen.
over here.
Yeah, most times.
No, black guy.
Yay! Cool. Okay, people. Until next week. Big up the Sauce Wall.
Live long and prosper.
Meow.